Welcome back. Today we're going to continue the rear axle job on the 1983 Honda Big Red. Just going to remove the rubber O-ring and seal for the wheel bearing. So just to make it come out a little easier, because it's been in there for 37 years, we're going to use just a heat gun. I'm going to warm it up for a little bit. Okay, so we just heated the gasket up. We should be able to pry it out. Just the heat sometimes makes it a lot easier to take that out, seeing it's been in there so long. Or maybe not. Heated the gasket up, or the seal. It makes it a little easier to come out. There we go. It's quite dried out. So now we can access the bearing itself. We'll punch the bearing out. Okay, so we're just gonna go on the left side of the three-wheeler. Just have a pry bar through the opening for the axle, and we're just gonna lightly tap until the punch the wheel bearing out here. So we did, we just alternated on the bottom and the top and kept hitting it from the opposite side until the wheel bearing comes out. Okay, go ahead. Okay, so we'll just take the spacer out that goes between the two bearings. We have the other half of the seal that is in pretty rough shape. So that's just a spacer. As you can tell, it's all full of dirt. That doesn't look like there's any grease in there. So here's the wheel bearing, or here's the old wheel bearing.
It doesn't spin.
It doesn't even
well.
turn. No wonder we can't do any wheelies right now.
It's starting to spin.
Oh, you might be able to rescue that.
Should be able to pack some grease in there and reuse that.
The wheel bearing's pulled out, and you can see inside here how much dirt is inside. So we've taken the spacer out between the bearings. Just wanted to show everybody what wheel bearings are not supposed to look like. So here's the left one. You're gonna try turning the left wheel bearing. It doesn't turn.
Oh, a little bit. Not much. No, it's stuck now.
And here's the right one. Here, let's. This is the right one. So that is what wheel bearings are not supposed to look like. So they're both completely seized. So we've polished up the spacer, cleaned it, taken all the corrosion and rust off of it, as well as the rear axle. The axle actually looks in really good shape. So our next project, while we're waiting for the wheel bearings on the back, the front one. So just we'll pull up, lift up a front end, and you can hear how it's shaking. Actually, you can see it. Shine right there. So we can see how much play there is. So those are completely shot. So we've ordered the wheel bearings. Hopefully they'll be in 2 or 3 weeks, and they're not held up at the border. So once we get those in, we'll put it all back together. We just wanted to make sure that we were able to get the rear axle and the front axle out before we ordered the bearings. And they're not overly expensive, but we didn't want to be stuck with parts that we couldn't put in. So that's what you do not want your axle to look like.